Welcome to the Camp Nou, where the eyes of the footballing world are focused in for the first Clásico of the season. First against second in La Liga, the biggest game in the world and a season-defining contest potentially. Barcelona host Real Madrid this afternoon. They trailed them by 6 points in the table and they can ill afford to go 9 points down. Victors last year on their visit to Spain's second city, Madrid are on an unbeaten run of 32 games and will be looking to strike a huge blow to their eternal rivals. I'm Duncan Bishop, joined for this Clásico by Paul Giblin. Paul, a massive game, the most eagerly anticipated in quite some time. Neither side, though, performing particularly well as of late.
Yeah, well, Barcelona certainly are nowhere near up to par. 2 draws in the league, obviously at home to Malaga, but maybe they're a bit unlucky not to win. And last week against Real Sociedad, where they were very lucky to draw. And then in the cup, well, everyone thought, well, they're going to play Hércules from Alicante, third-tier team. Obviously, it wasn't a regular side, lots of B-teamers, but only 1-1 in that. So Barca below the best. Madrid, we saw them last week squeeze past Sporting Gijón. They put in some disappointing displays, I think. But one thing I think we have to say is when they've had big games, such as the trip to the Calderón, the game against Borussia Dortmund, that is when they have performed at their best. So Madrid, not really at the best, but they seem to have shown the capacity to do so at the right time. The thing is today, will Barca be able to up the game?
Here's the Barcelona. Ter Stegen starts in goal. Jordi Alba, Mascherano, Gerard Piqué and Sergio Roberto are in at the back. It's a 3-man midfield. Andres Iniesta doesn't come back in. André Gomes instead starts. Sergio Busquets and Ivan Rakitic accompany him. Up top, Neymar, Suarez and Messi. Perhaps just a little bit too early to bring Andres Iniesta back in from injury.
Well, that's the thing. I think everybody was saying Iniesta's back after injury, we'll have him in. Unfortunately for Barca, he was suspended and couldn't play in the cup game in midweek. So would you risk somebody starting when they've been out of action for nearly 2 months? I think it's probably wise from Luis Enrique.
Well, Real Madrid do bring back a couple of players from injury. Keylor Navas starts in goal. It's Rafael Varane who starts alongside Sergio Ramos, with Marcelo and Carvajal either side. Varane returning after a little injury. Isco, Kovacic and Modric occupy the midfield. Up top, Benzema, Ronaldo and Lucas Vázquez. Before the game, we're going to have a minute's silence.
A minute's silence there for obviously the accident in Colombia, terrible air accident with the Chapecoense side this week.
Well, respectfully observed by almost a full house tonight at the Camp Nou. The eyes of the world on the stadium. It's La Liga's biggest fixture, and we're expecting a good game today between two sides who have played out some very entertaining Clásicos in the past, some very tense ones as well. This one coming early on in the season.
Yeah, they tend to be about November, December time, the first one, don't they? I mean, you know, let's have a look at some of the numbers. They're talking about a worldwide audience, about 650 million people. Played at a reasonably early time to allow fans in Asia the chance to really enjoy the atmosphere of a Clásico. I know that in places as China, India, there were lots of people watching on big screens. The league's taken football, their ambassadors, former players, for example, to places such as South Africa. I think there's people in Shanghai, Beijing, all over the place. It is becoming a global event.
Well, it's a second Clásico for Zinedine Zidane. Luis Enrique has a little bit more experience of these games as a coach. These two faced one another in Clásicos as players. They had a bit of a set to in Zidane's final season.
Well, a few set-tos in his final season, Zidane, didn't he? Luis Enrique never played to pull out of a bit of conflict either. We didn't really have a chance to talk about the Barca 11 by Jorge Mendes. Very much watch the space, I think, on Jorge Mendes, looking at recent stories that come out in the press today.
Ball play through. Suarez leaves it for Messi. Here's Neymar. Neymar slips up at the most inopportune time. He does recover. It's sent back across. An appeal for handball. is not given. Sergio Roberto looks around bemused.
I don't think it was. My first instinct that it was chest.
The first scramble we've seen inside the box.
I think it is chest. And a fancy name. I didn't quite fancy that one for logical reasons.
And Neymar will try and chase this one down. He's got Suarez in the middle, tries to bring it across first time. Luis Suarez on the ball, his shot is blocked. Varane once again well positioned.
She goes off.
Ball intercepted by Modric. Real Madrid on the break. Few sides are as dangerous in world football than Real Madrid on the counter-attack. Ronaldo takes on his old sparring partner. Piqué goes for goal and Ter Stegen pushes it away. Corner for Real Madrid. First time we've seen Cristiano Ronaldo have an attempt go through to goal.
Yeah, he does well, Ronaldo. It's the first, say, long run we've seen as well. Piqué holds, stands off him, and he hasn't got, at the end he hasn't really got a great angle, but still manages to hit a very powerful get behind the team all the time. So there's maybe people who don't even speak the language.
We'll play the cross here. Cristiano Ronaldo takes on Ronaldo. Tries to toe poke it past Ter Stegen. Again, another slip up. It's done by Jordi Alba. Ronaldo with the nutmeg on Mascherano. A shoulder charge on Jordi Alba for good measure.
A bit flat-footed there, Mascherano, but obviously if you stick a leg out there.
It's paused at maybe the wrong moment there.
When you see it like that, you'd say, well, half time.
Isco, gorgeous touch from him. Real Madrid on the break. Ronaldo bursts into a sprint, has to stay onside as Benzema goes forward. Benzema trying to pull it across. And Gerard Piqué gets down. It could have gone anywhere.
Well, that was the moment, wasn't it? We were saying Madrid just before half-time, they're so dangerous, and there was that, the way they've been playing lately. I don't know if they can do it.
Well, the second half is coming up. Don't go away. We'll be back with more action from the Camp Nou after this quick break. Barca 0, Real Madrid 0.
And then it's been flat. There's just not that fluidity, the association of players with one another. And Madrid, after sort of being quite content just to soak them up for 20 minutes and then sort of step forward, and they might be a little bit disappointed they're not ahead. They've had a couple of chances. Ronaldo had that run and shot, then he wriggled his way through and toe poked at Stegen. So it was interesting. You saw them in the tunnel. We saw them in the tunnel coming out. The Real Madrid players walked straight out, smiling, basically sort of the pats on the back to each other, didn't they? And meanwhile, the Barca players, there was Piqué at the front, getting them almost in a huddle, telling them, we have to do this, we have to do that. There was Piqué, Mascherano and Busquets, basically. But he said as well, you know, the Clásicos are the best things to play. And when you've played in so many, you must miss the chance of getting back in there and influencing it yourself, you know. It happens to all of us. A bit of a nudge there from Varane. I think it's a correct decision from old Kloss.
Ronaldo had that option in the middle. Always had his eye on goal. May not have been able to pull that across, of course, for Lucas Vázquez.
Obviously, if that hits somebody depending on the arm or a chest, you've got an option, so is it? Dangerous free kick.
Could be Neymar right-footed if he wants to go for goal.
Holding just to curl it in as well. For someone to attack.
Mascherano is forward. Not often we see that. Usually he's the one who's kept back.
Because he's never scored.
Neymar plays it over and it's headed in! Barcelona take the lead. It's Luis Suarez with the header. Barca 1, Real Madrid 0. Off a set piece. A header pass to Keylor Navas by Luis Suarez. And Barca, having not impressed in the first half, find themselves ahead just 7 minutes in to the second half.
Well, makes those last 20 minutes more frustrating, the last 20 minutes of the first half more frustrating for Real Madrid. Let's have another look at this. Little push there from Suarez on Varane. Gets away with it. Is it Varane? Oh, let's have a look. Just a little, it's on Vázquez, isn't it? Just gives him a little nudge there. And has acres and acres of space. It's just poaching, really, but it's sort of goal that leaves you feeling a little bit with egg on your face, I think, for Real Madrid, because they don't, on the balance of play, they don't. Oh, Lordy.
Messi. Ter Stegen playing with fire. Here's Iniesta. Neymar tramples across and smashes the ball over the top. A golden opportunity for Football Club Barcelona to make it 2-0. Neymar with the first real bit of danger that he's provided.
Yeah, he's hardly done anything, hasn't he? But there, the one-on-one works a great shooting position, and I think that might have well have been the game if he'd have put that one away.
He just floats past Carvajal. Lots of space now for Barca. Andre Gomez. Iniesta shot catches the deflection off Carvajal. It's out into the side netting.
All of a sudden, Barca are finding spaces that they haven't found all game.
Iniesta's effort. Here's Iniesta. Plays it through to Messi. Here's Leo Messi to score in the Clásico. He misses. Dragging the ball wide with his left foot.
Well, if they don't win this, Barca, they've had the chances to do so. As we say, Neymar hit over in 68, Iniesta in the side netting in 69, Neymar had his shot blocked on 70 minutes, and now Messi, the sort of chance you'd have expected him to take. That's 4 good chances in
through the space created by Iniesta with that fake pass, and then look at this pass through the 2 lines.
Maybe he could have actually born in Barcelona.
Well, headed over the top. Sergio Ramos, the emergency forward.
Well, he's done what Piqué normally is. Mariano, let's just let you know a little bit about him. 23 years old, Dominican Republican nationality, actually born in Barcelona, 1 metre 80. Last season saw him score 27 goals for the Real Madrid B side.
Here's Marcelo taking on Denis Suarez. Chris across to the back post. Ronaldo's headed down. It comes off Jordi Alba and goes out for a corner.
No, I don't think it's a corner. Oh, hold on. Yes, it is. For 1 minute, I thought the linesman had given something there. Space there at the far post. Should he? Doesn't get contact on it, does he? Doesn't really get the contact he's looking for. I don't think he's the defender. When the referee's, you've got to be careful when you got. We'll cut your throat sort of gesture was that there from either Duran.
I think he was complaining about maybe a grab of the throat by Lucas Vázquez.
As opposed to like, I'll get you by the throat.
Neymar being iced up. Ball comes in, it's Ramos! It's the equaliser for Real Madrid in the dying moments of the game. Ramos does it again. Real Madrid are level. It's smash and grab from Real Madrid. Barca 1, Real Madrid 1. Ramos flying high with the goal.
Well, Barca have had chances to win the game, haven't they? That's a great delivery into the penalty area, and well, it's not the first late goal that Ramos has scored, is it?
Well, he's made a name for it.
Let's have a look.
Always the target man.
No offside.
Played on by Sergio Roberto.
Once again, but look at that. It's not just Ramos, there's Varane. And also Mariano in there. There's 3 players. Look, totally unmarked in the penalty area. What sort of defending is that? I think it's a great delivery. Mascherano slips, but even if he goes in there, it's still 3 against 1 in there. That is poor from Barcelona. It's very, very good delivery, though, for the free kick.
Oh, Sergio. It will be taken by Denis Suarez. Suarez sends it over. Keylor Navas makes the punch out. It's hit back towards goal. It's going to have to be cleared off the line by Casemiro. There's still a scramble, but Madrid get the ball away with what will be one of the final kicks of the match. Sergio Ramos, Barca with the chance to nick it back late on. It's an outstanding clearance from Casemiro.
Well, I mean, you've got to make it. You've got to make it, but it's 3 points as well. That's a point saved. Strange game to judge, isn't it? Madrid, I think, were the best side in the